Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another rewatching of a film, Zack Snyder's film, Man of Steel. This came out nearly 10 years ago, and that is kind of crazy to me. I actually saw this in theaters, and I remember seeing this in theaters and just coming out of it being like, oh my God, that was so awesome. But yeah, so much has changed from 10 years to now, just within the landscape of just how films and movies are being subjected to us now. I mean, there's a whole lot more superhero films, but yeah, I mean, if you guys have watched Man of Steel in theaters, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it's been some time since I've last seen this. I don't think I've seen this film again since the theaters, which is pretty awesome. But I also want to, reunite with this film for a lot of reasons. Not only do I have, opinions on it, because I do love the film, but there's also moments where I'm like, it could have been better. But it still is considered to be a great time to me. I know that a lot of people really hate this film for reasons that, can be justified, but I don't know. I look at this film by itself and I genuinely like the Superman that's in this film. But I'll get more into that hopefully as, as the film shows itself to me once again. It's been so long, but yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts again in the comments below about your thoughts about this film. Again, I would like to know if, you saw this in the theaters. It's kind of crazy again that this is nearly 10 years old. This is kind of wild, but again, guys, I appreciate all the support you are showing to this channel. If you want to be able to support this channel, the best way you can do it is through Patreon. Maybe your favorite part isn't in the YouTube edit. You can check out all that I have to say about this film in the uncut versions over in the Patreon. So if you want to be a part of that, you definitely can. You can still support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the end of the day, you don't have to do any of those things. Just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop right back into Man of Steel. Again, guys, if you want to be able to see and hear all that I have to say about this film, because depending on how I remember it, I think I do have a good bit to say about it, but I can't keep it all on YouTube. So background, oh my goodness.
The last thing I want is for us to be enemies. You have a been.
Please do not force me to mute these moments because of the music, because it's one of my favorite aspects of this film. In a perfect world, if we really gotten like a really good second and third film that was still directed by Zack Snyder, or just within the same universe of this film is in, man, it would have been really cool to see Superman come back to his hometown and just uncover some mysteries. And also potentially write on this thing. What the heck is that? But then again, it did blow up, so maybe that wasn't going to happen to begin with.
No, wait. Laura, just let me look at him.
Man, for all my anime fans out there, Naruto, Minato, and Kushina, this moment reminds me of that.
You wouldn't sully your hands, but you'll damn us to a black hole for eternity. Jarrell was right.
Damn. I love Michael Shannon as Zod. It's so good. I think he gets his passion and his drive down to a T.
I will find him. We will find him, Laura.
I will find him.
I will find him.
There you go. Man, I love that. I love that moment. I like his performance. That's an awesome transition. That's cool. That was cool. Yeah, the beginning arc of this story. I don't know. Sometimes it gets looked over. A lot of the times when this film gets brought up, I've always liked it, but definitely saw some scenes in there I guess I just haven't remembered. I love that even when he's not even Superman yet, he's just saving people. That's so cool, man.
We have got to go! Hey, let's go! What are you doing? Go!
Bro, this dude's a monster. Henry Cavill is so cool, man. He is so cool, man. This dude is an animal, man.
I want to hear what he has to say. Come on, Dick Splash.
I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't think I've ever heard that before. You know what? Just because he did say that, it probably caused this. Anybody who says that, yeah. I mean, this guy was saving people when he was a kid, man. And I love how a lot of these saves seem to be so natural and organic. You know, he has the power to do something, which is essentially Superman. I just think it's so great that a recipe for a good superhero is sometimes, most of the time, great family, or just a great upbringing consisted of loving. Because damn, look at Homelander. Oh my goodness, man.
Come on, Chrissy.
Knock it off.
Sit down.
Let me go.
Hey, leave her alone, man.
Dude, I love that there are so many instances where he's saving people. I don't think I noticed that or gave credit to it when I first saw this film.
Oh, there he is.
That's awesome. How you push somebody and then bounce back. That's... Oh my God. When the heck did he do that? I'm sure people would have heard that. But that's funny. It's cool to see that, you know, he's still, like, he's not perfect.
Couldn't find your body till after spring. There you go.
I enjoy that, like, Clark is just in and out during Lois's introduction. Like, he's there, but he's just brief. I love that. Girl, I'd be taking pictures everywhere. You don't even understand.
And if I don't cauterize this bleed,
Logan.
I can do things that other people can't.
Like this. Jesus.
Having grown into an adult. If only Lara could have witnessed this.
Who are you?
Yeah, this is crazy. This really is Naruto. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow.
But by then it was too late. Your mother and I foresaw the coming calamity.
I mean, I love that this is all one take. I think this is, like, really cool what's happening behind them while he's explaining it. I think it just adds to the exposition dump, especially after we already knew some of it.
What if a child aspired to something greater? You were the embodiment of that belief, Cal. Krypton's first natural birth, and so we risked so much to save you.
Great to see the theme of choice being so close to Superman's identity, too, from the very beginning. It's so ingrained that it's actually in his people's history. You know, from their greatest achievements to their recent downfall.
You've grown stronger here than I ever could have imagined. The only way to know how strong is to keep testing your limits.
Oh, this is so cool, man. Oh, this is so cool. This is when he learns how to fly, right? I love that he does, like, his little Hulk jumps first. You want to see some Dragon Ball Z-ish, man? This is when I started losing my mind when I was a kid watching this in the theaters. God, man, that is so cool. Man. Like, this is coming from a person who's seen Dragon Ball Evolution and how terrible that film was. And so seeing this and seeing how good it looks, Dragon Ball Z film, what are we doing? I think it captures, obviously, his his learning and his training, but also just the speed and the velocity and just the power. Like, he is superhuman. Also prepares us for the fights to come too.
Look, Dad, hold on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember this one. I remember this. I think this is the one part of the film I just didn't like. I think, like, for all of the ways that his father, I mean, Superman's father, Earth father, could have died. It could have been cancer. It could have been some disease that takes his life, where Superman physically can't save him. That would have been so good. That would have been so damn good. But instead, he gets got by a twister. Yeah, I don't get that part. I don't get that part. I get it film-wise and story-wise, but man, just have him die of a disease. Like, that would have been so good, especially with Superman, because he has the power to save anyone. But damn, he can't. Like, imagine him not being able to save his father. I mean, that also would have related to a lot of us too. You know, like human-ish that we can't save. I think that was like one of my least favorite parts of the film. After that, it's just really cool.
And I worried all the time.
You worried the truth would come out.
No, she was worried that you were gonna die. She didn't know what the heck was wrong with you, man. I do think the camera zooms work. I know that's like Zack Snyder's thing, but I think it really works with this because, you know, the superhuman element. Like, humans won't be able to do that, but it makes sense that these people would. Also, horror element out of nowhere. This is scary. Home invasion.
Or watch this world suffer the consequences.
So good. That's so good. Damn. It's a great way to introduce a threat.
I wanted to hit that kid. I wanted to hit him so bad.
I know you did. I mean, part of me even wanted you to, but then what?
Yeah, you got to clean that up, man. You got to pick up his head from across another state.
He's going to change the world.
I noticed this too, because I know there's also the talk of destruction with this film, and I'm not going to bring this up until, you know, we get later in the film, but looking at it from a second time, you see almost like a build-up to, you know, him holding back. So I think when he does find somebody he can go toe-to-toe with, excuse me if he explodes a little bit. Because the way they are playing it, going back and forth, it seems like it's like a buildup of anger. Huh? It's cool seeing two military forces just kind of eyeing each other up. I do remember that girl's a problem, though. She is like a unit, man. Kind of like her.
Nation has to be built on something. Even your father recognized that.
I love this visual. I really love this visual.
I can't be a part of this.
I think this is really when Zack Snyder is snapping.
We need to move quickly. Retrieve the command key.
That's so cool, man. It's like a video game.
Hider.
And Lois Lane, like, dude, she's about the action, man. They're doing her justice.
To your right, fire.
Call her first body. Second body. So damn cool. What an awesome team up.
You can save her, Cal.
Damn, man. Dude. And again, I know there's a ton of destruction in this film, but he makes so many valiant efforts to save people. I just wanted to say that. Man, this is when I knew this Superman was so damn cool. You see how he just got out of there once he realized they're at his mom's place. I'm telling you, man. Anybody who loves their mom understands this feeling.
Where is the Codex?
Woo! Swept him. Oh, man. Yo, like, see, guys, I'm sorry. I think the destruction is...
You think you can threaten my mother?
Like, come on, y'all. Do y'all really think y'all gonna keep your cool if they're attacking your mom and you haven't fought back all your life? Get out of here. Especially when you have the power to do so. Yo, this thing is so cool, man. Oh my goodness, man. She runs through the flames.
And if history has proven anything,
Oh my goodness, man. Yo, this is so cool. And then you got that score in the background, man. Like, I just want to, I want to join the fight. I get absolutely annihilated, but come on, man. Like, Hans Zimmer does that to me. That is so cool. I love that it's like you could actually feel them wanting to hurt each other. Like, it's not pretty.
We're going in hard.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember this scene. Jeez. Anime levels. Oh my god. How do you fight that? How do you fight that? You can't. You just have to hope that you don't die a miserable death.
a good death has its own reward.
Shout out to that moment. I'm happy they put that moment in there. That dude was ready to he was ready to die. They low-key was beefing since the beginning of the film. Yeah, that's a horrible death. That is a terrible death. I saw some people in there too. People are getting absolutely annihilated. Yeah, people are getting crushed. Yo, people are dying. Hardcore. Wow, you just see the Jets just going crazy. Not the football team, I mean the actual Jets.
Everybody talk! Keep moving, keep moving!
Again, you have like the humans still doing their best. You have cops helping out people. People helping out people. I think this, during its climax, even during the smaller scale, shows that people are saving people, man.
I will harvest the Codex from your son's corpse, and I will rebuild Krypton atop his bones.
That is a wild thing to say. That is a wild thing to say. Oh my goodness. Zod is just... I hope you guys give proper respect to Zod as a villain, man. I think he is relentless. Dude, the music. I'm getting chills, man. I'm getting absolute chills. Oh my goodness. Henry Cavill with the scream, man. Damn. That was awesome, man. So damn cool. Wow, shooting a grenade launcher and the... Okay. Shout out to everybody that was on board that ship, man. I'm happy. I guess I just didn't notice it last time, but man, everybody had their lives on the line here, which is reasonably so. Yeah, this fight is my favorite fight. This is like top 10. This is top 10. Not just fights of the year or to a genre. This is like of all time. I freaking love this fight.
No matter how violent or how cruel, is for the greater good of my people.
Man, you feel it. You feel it. You feel it with him, man.
I have no people.
His intention, his ambition. This is his purpose, and his purpose just burnt and blew up in front of him. All you got left is rage. Yo, they had to have pulled some inspiration from an anime. They just hit that. They hit that edit with a three stopper. Like, come on, man. That's anime as hell.
Cow, either you die or I do.
I mean, he's right. And, like, that saying has so much more context because, quite literally, they're invincible. I mean, there's only two ways this can work out. All right, this is where it picks up. This is it. I love this. This music is crazy epic. Oh, man. You got this scene, dude. Like, come on. That is so cool. The fact that we are tracking this dude, too, is awesome. POV of Superman? Are you kidding me? The only way I can describe this is like, it feels as though Lucifer is falling from the heavens. This is what this music is doing. Oh my Dragon Ball Z. That is awesome. Everybody was talking about the destruction. I'm over here like, yes, this is awesome.
If you love these people so much, you can mourn for them.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Damn. I couldn't get why people didn't like this scene. It blew... Like, I don't get it. The scene is so good to me. Like, Superman's first kill. And just his reaction to that. Henry Cavill's performance. Come on, man. It's called maturing. That's called maturing. Damn.
It's one of your surveillance drones.
That's a $12 million piece of hardware.
It was. I know you're trying to find out where I hang my cape.
He's like, dude, I destroy UAVs for a living, man. I kill the kill streaks.
Nothing, sir. I just think he's kind of hot.
Get in the damn car. You just destroyed $12 million worth of property. Man's not hot.
I gotta find a job where I can keep my ear to the ground.
Oh, man, so good, man. I love it. He puts on the glasses. It's great, man.
Lois Lane. Welcome to the planet.
That's hot. It's hot, man. That's a hot scenario. What can I say? Alright, guys, and that is Man of Steel. I'm going to see if there's any after credits, but I'm pretty sure that's it, yeah. Alright, everybody, we just got done Man of Steel. I'm really happy to have been able to hop back into this one after nearly a decade. It's almost been 10 years since I last seen this in theaters, and man, I love it even more. I love it even more. I gotta be honest with y'all, when this came out and I was just, you know, my first impression when I saw it in theaters, I personally had such a great time with it. I thought it was such a good Superman film. And then hearing a lot of the negativity around it, I was like, what happened? I don't, like, what? And it was primarily, like, the main reason that I think people were mad about it was because of the destruction. And maybe it was just the day and age of when the film was released, or maybe people just, you know, didn't realize who the director was or what the film was trying to carve in its own lane. But I don't know, that's all people could talk about. And people kind of like overshadowed the entire film and its themes and just how it was laid out to us because of that. And I understand that. I understand, yeah, there's a lot of destruction, but I think the setup to that was really well warranted. I mean, you have a superhuman who is, I mean, this dude's Dragon Ball Z. What, I don't know how else to really describe it. And then you have the enemy of this person who not only has lost the war, has lost his purpose, and now his sole purpose now, because he had to replace the previous one that he failed in, is to kill everyone and to annihilate everyone, including Superman. So I think the destruction that was already done from the terraforming was definitely warranted, because, I mean, there's, like, this guy is on a rampage. It's like if Godzilla was like, you know what? I'm going to not protect people, and I'm just going to flip the heck out because he can. He has the power to do so. So that was my reasoning for that. Like, I think it just visually looked even worse because of just Zack Snyder being the director. Like, he amplifies the destruction. Whereas I think some directors, they'll showcase the destruction, but with Zack Snyder, just think of everything that I just said, but amplify it by like a certain degree higher. And I think that's why most people kind of lost their ish. But I think the beats to this film in terms of filmmaking was very solid. You know, I think a lot of the fun aspects that I personally enjoyed that were new, like the zoom in and the zoom outs, worked in this film rather than other films, because we're dealing with somebody who is just superhumanly enhanced. I would say the only thing that I disliked was the death of the father, and that could have had so much more of an oomph to it, especially to the whole theme of hope and saving, and what do you do if you can't save somebody? Like, how do you press onward against something that seems impossible to beat? And I would have loved to have seen his father, instead of getting got by a twister or a tornado or whatever the heck that was, would have went through an illness. I think it would have made a very good scene with Superman, who is learning that he's different from most people around him, that he has the power to do things, and he showcased that at every angle within this film, from the beginning of his childhood all the way up till now, you know, where he's mastering his powers. But man, I would have loved to have seen his father just go through an illness and him being unable to save his father despite the power he has. I think that would have really kicked in for him during some of these sections. And who knows, like, I still had shivers, but I think it was more so with Hans Zimmer just being a beast on the soundtrack. I think it would have, I would have gotten even more shivers through my body if, you know, some of the story points were a little bit more fortified. And during those future moments when he's fighting for his life, when he's saving people, it would have hit so much more. But man, I gotta say, Hans Zimmer, he did a great job at picking up where some of those parts left off at. Like, my goodness, this soundtrack is fierce. It's insane, and probably, I gotta say, one of my favorites besides like Blade Runner 2049 from his soundtrack. I absolutely love his soundtrack in this film. So we'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are on about this, what your thoughts are on some of the comments that I made throughout this film. Do you still think this film is bad if you were one of those people from like 10 years ago? If so, why? I would genuinely like to hear your comments below. If you loved it, I still would like to hear your comments below. Let's keep it safe out here though. Like always, guys, stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed, everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free, just like my time.